These all games are the best pixel art 2025 Android game to play. I will share the newest information and also put the game that is good to play on 2025. Even though it's been released for quite a long time already, but surely it will be worth playing. Remember to like this video and please enjoy the video of Top 10 Best Pixel Art 2025 Android and iOS Top Pixel Art Games 2025. Scissor Seven Shadow class. This game is one of the best new upcoming pixel art games on mobile with a high graphic level and very attractive color rendering, making all players can't wait for it to release globally. Even right now, the game officially has an English version. The game is an RPG game where we will have a ton of special scenes with a great art style. Side-scrolling is the main perspective, with forward and also backward is the main gameplay. Actually, it seems like a beat-them-up game. So we'll face so many enemies in one area and we should clear on them first to be able to move into the next area. The skill will unlock since we start the game and they don't consume any stamina. Keep hitting the enemy to recharge the gauge meter to launch an ultimate skill. Use the dodge button to avoid the massive forces of the enemy at once. It will give us a chance to make a distance and hit the enemy at once by the right timing. Scissor Seven Shadow class has so many features we can do to strengthen the hero's combat power and try to do a gacha to get as our hero. Best new RPG games for mobile pixel art 2025. Alien Sword. This game is in development with a great pixel art color of brightness and sharpness, making the game look so impressive. It's only an action game and I didn't find any single story. I think it's the reason why the developer is not ready yet to release the game globally. But at least we all know how the gameplay is. So the game's combat mechanism lets the player hold two different weapons of sword and also axe. We can switch the weapon anytime with a different strength and weaknesses. We should understand to make the play role run perfectly. The sword can hit the enemy faster with less damage, but the axe will have a slower fire rate but has a higher damage. At the moment, the game is only available in a certain country for testing. I hope they will add some more storyline to attract the player to play. Anyway, have you ever seen this game before? Please write in the comments because this is a hidden pixel art game that everyone should know. Hyper-like Drifter. After waiting for a long time, finally this game has been released globally for mobile platforms. Just to let you know, it has a multi-platform for PC, Switch and also console. It's kind of a premium pixel art games, but trust me, it's totally worth playing. The graphics are beautiful with 60 FPS, making the game look so gorgeous and smooth. The game has a dungeon base, but actually while we are in the plaza, we can visit the NPC who's selling some equipment, items and also just getting some information about the game's mission, which has a storyline base as well. The game has a fast-paced level of combat with a combination of two main weapons of sword and gun to create a perfect combination strike. While exploring the area, we'll face so many obstacles that we need to find the actual pattern. This pixel ARPG has an optional difficulty level, so we can adjust the enemy's level based on our skill play. Civilization Wars Strategy. We'll become the king of a small village. We should manage the villager to become more useful. There is plenty of work we can ask the villagers to do an important thing by giving them a mission. Actually, this game is a strategy game base that has a very unique idea of the pixel art. So we need to defend our village territory from the beast animal who will come suddenly. Construct the wall on each corner to prevent the beast coming up from a different direction. Remember to get some bow and the village will promote to become a hunter. The hunter will help us in killing the animals and we can come closer to them to get some coin. It's pretty important to ask the villagers to work in the time because once the night comes, they will take a rest. As a king, we should be able to maintain the best strategy to make our village safe. Of course, we should conquer more areas when we have enough troops. I really love how the water reflection looks so unreal with the time change making the ambience look so cool. The best pixel art games 2025 for mobile. Blasphemous. This game is really impressive. Seriously, it has everything that we need of an action RPG pixel art mobile. The main game is a hack and slash, but once you get into the game, you will feel the difference of the game's level difficulty. Seriously, it's pretty challenging. Even when you face the common monster, you need to master every single action to make a parry, counterattack, blocking and also dodging. Once you face the boss battle, then you must try on analyzing and thinking of how to beat the boss by predicting and anticipating the boss move movement. Overall, I really love and believe if the game will attract more players to the end of the game, but it is only playable for the player who love a hardcore gameplay. If you are just a newbie, I highly recommend you don't try it because it seems quite stressful. Remember to pass through the obstacle carefully because it will make an instant kill on your hero. Realm of Pixel, Tech and Magic. This game is one of the best new gacha pixel art games that has a very simple gameplay, so we can play the whole game in idle mode once we are in the combat. We don't have to touch any single button. All of the skill, basic attack and how our hero dodge the attack from the enemies will do it by auto. The one thing we should do is strengthen our hero by the equipment option and level up the hero, but need a certain material to do it. Even though it has an EFK mode, but it will represent a lot of visual scenes of the storyline. Of course, we can skip the conversation and go directly into the combat. As I mentioned before, we can collect the heroes through gacha. Even the first reroll will get a 5-star hero, which is the legendary one. It has a lot of achievement rewards that we can obtain through completing the mission. Draconian. This game is what I called with a hidden game. Seriously, it has way better gameplay as a hack and slash game. Even we will have a very interesting storyline that will deliver through prologue. It's about a prince of the empire who's got an assassination. The village starts burning and we should save our father as a king. The village seems alive once we visit the kingdom. There is a lot of townsfolk going around. I really love how the game has amazing combat, especially when we do an execution action. The icon will appear once the enemy's HP is getting lower, so we should tap it faster to perform a different execution strike. We can combine a jumping action with a basic attack to perform a unique movement, so we can master every single sword action by combining some buttons. Anyway, we will have an option to play it free and enjoy the regular storyline mode or get the new story by getting from the premium version. Yggdrasil Champions or Heroes Under the Mana Tree. I'm so lucky being a tester of this game. It really represents the best classic JRPG games pixel art visual. Seriously, it has a great vibes of Genshin Impact in pixel art style. Look at how the main hero has the similarity within them. Even the gameplay allows the player to recruit some heroes through the story and they all are switchable. We really need this kind of mechanism combat pixel art games. I think this mechanism is the only game that has this amazing gameplay. Just to let you know, we can keep unleashing the skill whenever we want once the cooldown is ready. We don't have worry about the stamina or energy. Yggdrasil Champions has an open world pixel art RPG game full of storylines. The prologue will show us how the conflict started by the duel of the strongest enemy and the hero. I would love to play this game when it's released globally in 2025. Meow Hunter. Only need a few days for this game to reach a downloader over 100,000 players. This number is really crazy how the pixel art games reach this number. But once you realize how the game looks and how smooth the gameplay is, then you will give a 5-star to represent your satisfaction. As the game name will become a cat as our main hero. He has a primary weapon of axe as the melee weapon, but also the secondary weapon is a gun to launch an attack from a distance. There are some options for the player to enhance better power and strength by selecting some special ability, but this option is only available once we reach a safety area. I had a hard time to face the boss monster. Seriously, their defense is way too solid and his attack is too overpowered. I hope you can kill the boss as well. It's a very good hardcore game pixel art mobile. Japanese Rural Life Adventure. It's just about time to let this game release on Android because at the moment, the game is only available on Apple Arcade, which is for iOS platform and also for PC. If you are looking for the best pixel art games in visual, gameplay, music and has so much relaxing activities we can do, then this game will blow your mind. Can you imagine we can do farming, planting, having a pet, taming, even fishing on the river? It's just like a dream come true on how simple life is. The game will not push the player to play in a mission because we can do everything in freedom and take any activity as you like to kill your time, interacting with the NPC and enjoying the beautiful ambience and adorable atmosphere. Bonus: Moonstone Island Mobile. Before you download this game, make sure you know if the game needs to become a member of Crunchyroll. So I will share this information before you get more excited about it. Seriously, this is one of the best open world RPG games that has a very unique idea. So we'll become an alchemist and our mission is to help the people around by combining some ingredients that we gain through farmland. Planting is one of the most important aspects we should do for having a flower, vegetable, and also fruit. We should try to defend our crops by the incoming monster, with a turn-based gameplay making this RPG become way more interesting. We should maintain the energy that will recover over time once we come into a new turn. Each of the skill needs some energy to unleash. Moonstone Island Android is the best new pixel art 2025 for mobile. I really hope you all will support this channel by tapping the like button. See you on the next video. Thanks.